Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Today we're going to do what Chevrolet is notorious for, besides the rocker panels down there for the rust. Yes, this part is rusted. This part is leaking on this truck. It is very common for the Silverados, Avalanche, pretty much all the Chevrolets. I don't know why, but Chevy cheaped out. So let me show you what we're going to be replacing on my 2005 Chevy Silverado. Go ahead and pop the hood here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Now, when I bought this truck, it's been like this for probably 5 years now. But as you can probably tell, the brake lines on this truck, don't know why Chevrolet didn't put stainless steel on here, but the brake lines on both, as you could tell probably right now before I say anything, but as you can tell, my brake lines on my truck are rusted. They are pretty bad shape. They've been like this ever since I bought the truck. Not as bad, but it's getting worse and worse. So I'm gonna try to show you. But down there, I don't know if you can tell or not, but you can see how wet that frame is right there. Well, the front brake line that runs to the passenger side is the one that's leaking right now. So we gotta get that fixed. Since I drive this truck 60 miles each way to work and from work, so we got to get it done because it's a safety hazard, and I do haul my kids around. So I'm gonna show you what I ordered here. Now, I ordered brake line kit here offline. There's $126. It's every brake line for this truck, from the master cylinder to the rear line. It goes from drum to drum, line to the ABS module. So this is what I got in the mail. These are stainless steel, so we're going to put stainless steel. Won't have to worry about rusting out no more. So let me show you what kind of junction we're messing with underneath the truck. I already done this once on a buddy's truck. He has a 2-wheel drive truck. It was way easier on his. His wasn't as bad and rusted on his. So with me having a 4-wheel drive, the torsion bars run almost right in front of the ABS module where the brake lines go into. So let me show you that and tell you what I'm going to be doing from here. All right, so here's the brake lines that go into the ABS module. I did soak this down earlier this week before I went to work with some penetrating oil, so to try to go in there and break up any rust particles or whatnot. But this is the ABS model, and as you can tell, the torsion bar runs through here, so it'll probably make it a little bit harder to get the lines ran in here. But yeah, that's what I am going to deal with here. As you can tell, this is my rear line. It's not in bad shape. It's actually, tell you the truth, that's a really good line right there. These are my, I guess, my fuel line, main feed line, return line. As you can tell, it's rusted. Truck's in bad shape all up through here. But let me show you the rocker panels. So you can see the rocker panels are starting to rust out pretty bad. It all goes up through here. As you can see, rusted out. Body mounts are shot on it. The cab corners are shot on it. It needs inner, outer rockers, cab corners, needs bed sides on it because underneath the flares, they're rusted out too. The truck's in pretty bad shape for rust. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna look up a diagram. I forgot which line went to where on that ABS module. I did do it, like I said, with my buddy's truck, Dwayne. Probably seen his Camaro also. I did his. I had the line kit before, and I sold my line kit to him because he needed his truck. His girlfriend drives that truck, so his was in a lot worse shape. His was pieced together, you know, all over the line, so I went ahead and replaced it. So I've already got experience in replacing these lines. I know what it's going to take to do these. The ABS module, you got to have like a computer to help bleed the system. You don't need that computer system. I did bleed his without it. It just took a long time to get it done, but we did get it done. And these are supposed to be pretty nice kits. The other ones I had for my truck, they were a nice kit. Didn't have a problem. They fit real, well, not real good. The back one fit pretty decent. The one that fit kind of crappy was the passenger side on the front. That one did not work out pretty good. It was like it was way too long. All right, so in this kit, you know, you get every line that has to deal with the brake system. Right here on the directions, you could tell, like on some of the lines on the front line, you'll see these little marks. This is like the area that you'll bend the line to get it to look like that, to straighten it up. Each line is marked, as you can see right here. These abbreviations here will be on each line, and it will tell you exactly where it goes on the vehicle. So there ain't no confusion there. As you can tell, this is a GM truck stainless steel brake line kit. The part number is right there. Currently, this is my backyard. As you can see there, they're digging up my whole backyard back here. Supposed to be putting some new drainage pipe in. As you can tell, you go all the way around the neighbor's house and all the way out to the street out there. But, you know, it's a mess. They're supposed to fix it. They're supposed to level out my yard and can make it more flat instead of a deep slant. So, I don't know. This is what I come home to. As you can tell, it's pretty deep ditch back there. So I'll give you an update on my backyard here. What I'm gonna do is empty my oil jug into one of my oil buckets over there. I'm gonna go ahead and break the line off the ABS module to let it start draining. Then once all the brake fluid is out and quit draining, I'll go ahead and remove that line and break the line off on that side and start removing it from the truck. So let's get this picked up or emptied, and that way we'll have a clean slate to drain brake fluid in. All right, so this one here is your front left feed line. This one here, or this one here is your right feed line, and this one over here to the back, that goes to your rear brake lines. This one is your feed line off your master cylinder, and that is your return line off the master cylinder. So we're going to be breaking this one, the front two lines here are going to be replacing the front two. The back line has been replaced already, so that's what we're going to do. So I believe these are 13 millimeter. So I have to go find me a 13 millimeter to break these lines loose and let that drain. Alright, I got the lines off now. This one right here is the driver's side. It wasn't too bad. Actually, it was still pretty decent shape. But the passenger side is the one that was leaking. While I was taking it off, it broke right here in the middle. And that side was to the brake line. So this piece in the middle was leaking. When it was on the truck, it was leaking on this end, leaking down the frame rail. So obviously you can see that side was weak also. That's why I didn't temporarily try to fix it. I just went ahead and just ordered new brake lines and got those. So let me get these other brake lines. I'll show you how easy it is to bend those so that we can reroute these back to the master cylinder or the ABS module and back to the brake lines. All right, so here we are. We got our new brake line here. And like I said before, the tags will tell you what side and what brake line goes to what. Now in these little tabs here, between here is your bending point. So you'll bend that to fit it around the frame rail and wherever. So you got one there, and one there. Now this end will go to the ABS module, and this end goes to the brake line. So let's go ahead, fish this one back into the frame rail, back down to the ABS module. And here's the driver's side. The driver's side is pretty simple. It's pretty much straight. Like I said, you know, right there it tells you what that line goes to. So let's go ahead, get that one put back on since it's going to be the toughest, and we'll put the driver's side on. Alrighty, so as you can tell, the brake lines down there, which ones have been replaced and whatnot. So I got them on. So I'm gonna wait for my daughter to get home so she can help me bleed these brakes. That way we get the pedal back. It does say that you have to have a computer to bleed the ABS module, which you don't. I've done it already on a different truck, so we'll get away with it doing on my truck. But stay tuned. I've ordered some stuff for this truck coming up in a future video. You don't want to miss this. It's going to change the look of this truck. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you like what you saw, subscribe, hit that thumb up button. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.